Hello and welcome to Bolt Action Reloading. If you're interested in a quick unboxing video of the Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 to 27 by 56 rifle scope by Vortex, stick around. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here and you'd like to see how I and the rest of the community here make our group smaller, start now by subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I post new videos and you won't miss anything. Like I said, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 to 27 by 56 rifle scope by Vortex, which just happens to have the EBR-2C MRAD reticle. In case you're interested specifically, this particular model is the RZR-42706. As much as I would like to promise that if you order the same scope that yours will come in the exact same way, I'd love to, but who knows, they might have changed it by the time you see this video. Anyway, in May 2018, this is how I got mine. First of all, it comes in a very nice box. It actually has a clear plastic sleeve that kind of holds everything closed. So certainly if you want to put everything back in and shut it on the shelf, you've got something that's going to keep it nicely closed. Removing that, we can actually get in the box. You can see the nice tag on the side. And obviously, you can see that it comes with the EBR-2C reticle. Two flaps on the bottom, and we've got a nice box of foam. Removing some foam, we have a sticker, if you want to be Team Vortex, and some paperwork. That out of the way, we'll get to the good stuff. Here's our rifle scope. Unlike my other one, this one did not come in a plastic bag. I don't know if yours will or won't. And obviously my shipping might have been a little bit rough because the actual scope cap is cracked. Fortunately, the other one is not. And we have our warning that says, please do not exceed 18 inch-pounds of torque when torquing your ring screws. There you have it, a very nice piece of glass. I'll try to put a shot of the reticle on the screen so you'll have a nice view of what you should see when you're looking through this rifle scope. Like I mentioned, this is a 4.5 all the way to 27. Kind of an interesting power range. I actually already own a Viper PST Gen 1 that's 6 to 24. So this will actually give me a little bit wider range than that has, and I'm certain better glass. Moving right along, this scope actually also comes with a sunshade. Certainly a nice feature if you'll need it. No extra purchase needed there. As well as, promising that we passed inspection, looks like a Torx Allen wrench to possibly adjust your zero stop. Looks like a couple tools and actually a battery and a lens cleaning cloth. So guys, I'm sure you can look it up online, but a couple key features. Obviously this is a 4.5 to 27. First focal plane rifle scope. Eye relief is 3.7 inches. These are 34 millimeter tubes. So if you're like me and only have rings that are 30 millimeter at this time, you're going to end up having to buy new rings. But if you stick around on the channel, I'm sure you guys are going to see what I end up mounting this in. They do offer this scope in MOA. However, this one is in milliradians. Graduation is in 0.1 milliradian steps, 10 milliradians per revolution. The max elevation adjustment is 28.5, but like everything else, guys, keep in mind that's going to end up where your actual zero ends up to how much actual adjustment that you get. Certainly much more elevation than windage because the max wind adjustment is 10 milliradians. Certainly this scope has a parallax adjustment, which is available anywhere from 32 yards to infinity. The scope is fairly heavy at 48.5 ounces and is actually 14.4 inches long. Now, I'm sure you guys can go to the website and read all you want to know about it. A couple other key features, like I mentioned, since it comes with a battery, it does have an illuminated reticle. I know I'd certainly watched a couple videos on this. Should have spectacular glass compared to anything else that I've ever shot before. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there that have had nice scopes before, but I know this will be the highest tier scope that I have ever owned. Like I mentioned, this is a first focal plane with a glass-etched reticle, so as you zoom in, that reticle will certainly get larger and provide you some adjustments without actually having to dial. So among other things, obviously waterproof, fog-proof, shock-proof. It has a zero stop. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. I do actually have my mount on order. I'm hoping it'll be here shortly. For this particular rifle scope, I'm going to actually have a one-piece mount, so I can move it from platform to platform. I do have the Vortex Viper PST, which is some pretty good glass, but I do not have it in a one-piece mount, and it's not very easy to move from rifle to rifle. And I kind of was hoping to be able to do that with this particular rifle scope. And so having a one-piece mount where I can maintain the level in the base and only have to retorque the base every time, and not actually have to retorque the scope in the rings every single time I switch platforms. At least that's certainly the hope that I'm going for. But stick around, I'll probably show you guys that mount. The particular mount that I'm going to put on this is actually a spur mount. It has a very interesting leveling system. So I'm very excited to try that out. So like I mentioned, stick around if you want to see that. So as far as unboxing is concerned, that's pretty much all we have today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions about it, please put that in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button. We certainly cover a lot of different topics on this channel, not just unboxings. Anyway, if you were interested in the scope, I hope you learned something. But if you didn't learn anything, at least hope you found it entertaining. Like always, until next week, stay safe in small groups.